Glad to have you with us from Austin, Texas, DKR Texas Memorial Stadium. It's the Washington Huskies and the Texas Longhorns. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Here in Austin, DKR is one of the most iconic stadiums in college football. Texas Memorial Stadium, the fans, the burnt orange. You've got Bevo here on the sideline. There is so much to love every time you come to a college football game here. History in the making at DKR. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Washington likely to try to boot it deep to get things started. He'll bring it out. It's Simon. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Defense showing blitz, trying to rattle this quarterback. The run inside. It's Smothers. Slams into the pile. He'll get 1 to the 17.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll send the back in motion. The short hands, it's Townsend. Snowed under by the defense.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
So already they've hit a speed bump on this opening drive. It's 3rd and 8. Looking for space. It's Smothers. He breaks a tackle. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
That back had nowhere to go. The defensive line ate up the blocks, but how about the linebacker swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
Guys, look at this. I'm surprised they're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th down. Ready, go. 4th down, Manning. Throws to the wideout. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. The decision to go for it does not pan out.
What a great job by this defense. You get 3rd down stop, and you're like, yes, put my hand in the air, 4th down, force a punt. They go for it, and you get a stop and set your offense up in great field position already. Nice job by this defense.
They'll run it from the gun. Doing damage on the ground as he runs it down to the 11-yard line. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Really good job by the defense, seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass that can happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand, safety's got to see that, start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that play.
Lined up in the gun, Williams on 3rd down. He's got it on the run. Touchdown, Washington. Washington made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
And he's going to bring this one out. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Arch Madness. Bringing the heat. Snags it on the right. Off and running. At the 20. The 10. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorn.
Well, you got to give the quarterback a lot of credit on that one, David. As soon as he recognized man coverage, there was no question where he was going to be looking. One of the fastest wide receivers in the game.
I better say, you credit the quarterback. It's his speed. You play him man-to-man, he gets open, he wins. I'm not sure why we're crediting the quarterback. He's got jets.
Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball.
Man, these coaches talked about being aggressive, and they were. First quarter, you're going with the onside already. I would say it's a little bit careless, a little bit reckless. Onside kicks are not high percentage, but they went for it, they failed, and now let's see how they respond.
Here's a give to Washington. They got 5 yards on the play, 2nd and 5 coming.
Well, nice job there by the running back. They toss it to him, and he's able to kind of weave his way for a very good game for this offense.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Motion from the wide receiver. Might be calling a hot route. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. After that false start, the whole approach changes now on 2nd and 10. Williams dances away. Outside the pocket, lets it go. A strike downfield. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Now the Longhorns will call the first of their 3 timeouts. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend.
Right. So let's all.
Arch is going to throw for it. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Makes the grab. It's Wingo. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. Gets the back moving. Looking to throw, it's Manning. Quickly to the tight end. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. To throw, Manning. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. And that's going to be knocked away and incomplete as time has expired here in the first quarter. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. They'll try to bully their way for the first.
That is how it's done on 3rd down and short. No doubt about it. An easy hole to get through and clearly get the first down.
If you really want to simplify football, the low man wins. That time the offense got the better of the D. Easily picked that up.
The Longhorns look to keep this drive humming. Might as well give it to him again. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Scrimmage, they'll call it a 9-yard loss.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit down, sir.
They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. Third down from the gun, Manning. Gonna take a shot. Leaping grab for a big gain. Touchdown, Texans! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. The extra point here would tie the game. And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. Tie game, and what about this call? Going for an onside kick here in the first half. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done.
And you don't see a lot of these. You don't see a lot of onside kicks earlier in the game, especially in the second quarter. You still feel each other out. You're still getting into the game. You don't want to give away that momentum, but that's exactly what they did by failing on that onside kick.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Fights off a defender. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football. And you saw guys play with excellent instinct, running downhill and making a tackle.
football must be riveted to your rib cage. How can you let it go? At least they fell on it.
Doesn't it always seem like that ball is on the ground for like 30 seconds? You got 17 guys running at it in slow motion. Like, I got to get the football. Offense, very lucky to get that football back.
DKR heating up and trying to make third down impossible here. And you can give all the credit to the crowd for that one. Offense, no chance, and call for the false start. This third down a little longer after that penalty. On the option. He'll toss it. Worked his way ahead for a pickup of about 6 yards on the play. Clock stops. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. Can you believe this? The offense is going for it on fourth down. Williams to throw for it on fourth. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Downfield and incomplete. The defense holds.
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, trying to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback, not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. Here's Arch to throw. He's going to take a shot. They went for it all on first down. Didn't connect, but it gave the D something to think about.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. Timeout taken by Texas. It's their second. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this third down play. How aggressive might this play call be on third and short from the 46? To the air, it's Manning. Under fire. And it's incomplete on third down.
Really nice job by the defense, playing aggressive, understanding it could be a running situation, but still playing disciplined enough to play the pass and be successful on that third and short.
And here they come, going for the first down on 4th and 2. Needs it to keep this drive alive. Brought down, but he has enough for the first down right at the 43-yard line.
I know there's a lot of play callers that would try to throw the football there on 4th and 2, but they decided to run it, and that was a great call. First down.
The Longhorns with the 1st and 10. Surge ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Manning throws for the tight end. Tosses it incomplete.
And when you're a quarterback, man, I know wide receivers are great athletes and they're supposed to catch everything that gets near them, but when you don't put it right on the center, when they're running a lot of times, it just makes it a little bit more difficult. And I think he did that a little bit too much for his wide receiver right there.
Sends it back in motion. Manning lines up in the gun on third down. Unleashes one deep. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
And I feel like that was predetermined. They told him in the huddle, man, chuck that thing down the field. Like, haven't run the ball well, haven't thrown it well. They haven't really gotten started off on the right foot in this football game. Looks like they're still searching for answers, for something that they can get some momentum going.
They converted 4th down earlier on this drive, and now they'll try it again. Manning to throw for it on 4th. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going.
Hey, I got to be honest. I don't know if the defense was expecting that type of throw on 4th down. It looked like they were all huddled close to the line of scrimmage, looking for something in the quick game, but instead the quarterback takes a shot vertically down the field and catches the defense off guard.
And the Longhorns go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Throwing Manning. Unloads it left. Incomplete, and he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic, and fortunate to get it back.
And a golden opportunity slips away from the defense there. That's one he'd love to have back. He knows he should have come away with the interception there in the red zone.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Going to work in the air, it's Manning. Fires to the tight end. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business for the first and goal.
Man, these plays are really, really simple. They're really easy to run. I like it. Just drop back as a quarterback, see the big fella, wait for him to get open, hit him, get a nice positive gain.
Dropping back, it's Manning. Fires to the end zone. Almost intercepted. They took a shot on first down and just about turned the thing over.
And you're not going to see many of those. That's a gift for this defense. You don't see this guy miss very often, especially to put 6 on the board. That was a big missed opportunity for this quarterback and this offense.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Here's Manning to throw. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
And you don't see this very often. The big defensive linemen, you see these guys rush the quarterback most of the time, but how confusing is it, Palmer, when it looks like they're rushing, they drop in coverage and make the big interception?
Well, I don't think that quarterback thought he could even make the play. How about the eye-hand coordination and his ability to snatch the football out of the air? I mean, that was crazy athleticism, well-deserved. That's going to make the highlight reel for sure.
Found a little bit of running room on that one, but he's brought down and the clock continues to run. They'll keep it on the ground. This time the defense was ready and they stop him in his tracks. Washington stops the clock and uses its first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Williams desperately trying to cut through the noise. A little screen to the running back. Snags it and he's open. And after a nice gain, the runner just scoops out of bounds.
Man, how nice is it to have such a playmaker that you can just dump it off to him, and you just get it to him, and he does the rest, and that's why they do this. They make sure they have a chart that they get this guy the football in space in different ways, and you see why. He chews it up after the catch, making his quarterback look great.
Quarterback making checks. Throwing, Williams. He fires a bullet to the right. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
Oh, that hit him in a bad spot, right in the hands. Great play. You still get a pass breakup, but, man, that could have been an interception by the defender there. Nice break on the football, but secure that big fella and get the 6. Get the pick 6.
They'll give it to Washington. Got a little grass. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. I guess they're trying to send a message to start this second half, lined up for an onside kick. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do.
Man, and they tried the surprise onside to start the second half. And this game's a great game. It's been back and forth, tied football game. Maybe trying to jumpstart yourself. But I'll tell you what, now you've put your defense in a bind. Let's see how they respond.
The Huskies offense out there and ready to go. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
It's a reverse. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
Well, the offense dialing up the jet sweep, and I like that idea because this receiver, with his speed, you want to try to get him on the perimeter, put the ball in his hands and see what can happen.
Horns up and ready to hook them. Serious noise on third down in DKR. Wants to adjust the pattern. And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Third down is coming. Now a little bit farther to go after the penalty. Williams shoots it to the left. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
This is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're fourth and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Fourth down, Williams. He tries to take the top off. Can't complete the long throw, and the defense gets off the field on fourth down.
Nice job by the defense. Great pass defense, getting in the lanes, doing a really good job understanding they were going to throw the football in this fourth down. They played it well. Incomplete pass. Defense turns to offense.
They're working that left side. Oh, he's got some space. They make the stop at the 41, but it's a 15-yard pickup, and they're rolling with a first down.
The defense needs to have a plan for this guy. They weren't ready for that one. Drag route, running all the way across the field, and the DB just can't stay with him because of his speed, and as a result, they give up a big one.
The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Arch Madness. Oh, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Oh, what a grab, pulling it in with one hand.
And you see more and more of these guys making one-handed catches. Such great athletes that just go up, don't need the second hand, snap that thing, pull it into their body, and make big plays down the field.
From the red zone, it's Smothers. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stops.
And this offense is clicking, man. And this defense is going to have to find something in a hurry, right? That's 3 plays. That's 3 first downs. They've got to do a better job of affecting this defense, getting some penetration, winning at the line of scrimmage. You can't let them just move down the field and get a first down on every single play they run.
Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
Now the Longhorns will call the first of their 3 timeouts. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. 3rd and goal, where the fire purifies and separates contenders and pretenders. Manning from the gun on 3rd down. Buys a little time. Touchdown Longhorns! They take the lead with the 6. They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they capped the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. They'll try to follow that last touchdown with an onside kick. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football.
Well, they try to go onside kick, but that's why they're called the hands team. Great job recovering that ball.
The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute with some points on the board.
And his passing game, they can't get in sync, man. They can't get in rhythm. It seems like all game it's been a struggle. Nice job by the defense, dropping back, breaking on the football, but this offense has to find their rhythm somehow, someway.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They'll move the wide receiver. Here's Williams to throw. Looking left. And that one's incomplete.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football.
Making side adjustments here. 3rd down from the gun, Williams. Fires left. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
That's the story today in this game. The coverage defensively has been so good. They seem to always be in the back pocket of these intended targets, and they swat another pass away incomplete.
Oh, and he missed it. No good. There's a flag on the field, and I think we're going to get another shot at this, and the kicker will be a little bit closer this time. They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. He'll try to put one down the boulevard from 42 yards out. And that is no good. Flag on the field, and the kicker's going to have a little bit shorter distance to work with here. So just a lack of discipline, and on 4th down, too, just hands this offense a 1st and 10. The give on the counter. Noses his way forward, maybe gets one. They'll mark it at the 18.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Looking to the end zone. And he can't quite make the connection as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Escapes the pressure going right. Snagged out of the air. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. Now let's take a look at the stats of what has been a nip and tuck affair. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. And here we go, down a score. They'll go for it on fourth down. Has to get there to move the sticks. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
Hey, fourth and short, it's time to be physical. You give it to your running back. You can see he gets physical, gets downhill, gets the first down.
Quarterback making adjustments. Wide receiver going in motion. Williams trying to bull his way in. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. Powers forward. No running room at all, and he barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage. It's 3rd and goal.
Never getting stopped on that second down. Don't be surprised if the offense hands it off to him again here at the goal line on 3rd.
It's 3rd and goal, and this defense feeling energy from the crowd. Trying to surge it in. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone. The Huskies back on top. Here comes the 2-point try. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Motion from the back. Throwing, Williams. He gets into the end zone for the 2-point conversion. Man, they wanted that lead to go for it, and it paid off. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Here comes the Texas offense. So they just gave up the lead on that last touchdown drive. Now to put something together to go back on top late. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Arch is going to throw for it. Makes the catch. Still running at the 40. He's loose. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
Pulls it in with one hand. We reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done.
Well, that's about as impressive as a short gainer catch as you're ever going to see. I mean, didn't get the first, didn't go very far downfield, but it was pretty looking. Caught it with one hand. I mean, I guess there's that.
So now it's 2nd and long. Pulls and fires complete to the right. And he didn't have a whole lot of operating room after the juke, and he stopped for a short gain.
And I'm loving the command of this quarterback right here. You can tell he's not worried. He knows his answers. 3 for 3 on the drive, moving the ball down the field, trying to put this offense in a position to get right back in this football game.
A touch out of field goal range. They need to pick up yards quickly on third down. Art's going to spin it again. Makes the grab on the left. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practiced, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
Washington stops the clock and uses its first timeout. And now what will they come up with on this second down play? Short completion on first down, and here they are with 2nd and 8. They'll send the back in motion. Manning to the air again. It's complete to the left. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Timeout called by the Huskies. That's their second. And that got under their skin a little bit, having to use the TO after giving up the first down. Fires toward the end zone. Touchdown, Texas! They move on top here in the fourth. The Longhorns with a huge score to answer.
Really good execution by this offense late in the game, under a minute, score to take the lead. It's what you draw up, it's what you dream about, but now my defense has to go on the field and get me one more stop.
Going for 2 here to try to make the lead 7. To throw, Manning. Pass is incomplete. They can't convert the 2, and the lead stays at 5. From inside the 15, chance for a good return. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Williams looking for a man. A deep throw as the clock winds down. He's got it way down the field. Got loose, made the big play, and took it down to the 31. The feel of this whole drive changed on that last big play. They've got it 1st and 10 outside the 30. Got a man in the middle. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you could see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
Williams fires to the wideout. Touchdown, Huskies. And with that, they move out front here in the fourth. The Huskies back on top.
Well, and the offense shows you what they're made of. They're scoring the touchdown. They take the lead with only seconds to go, and now it's on the defense to ice this thing when they take the field.
Up by 1, they're going to try to get the deuce here and make it a field goal lead. Wide receiver comes in motion. Williams to the air again. Zings it complete to the right. He's not going to make it. Still a 1-point game here in the fourth. They had hope to push this edge out to a field goal. He'll take a knee. It's a touchback save every second he can as they try to put together this final drive. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Here's Arch to throw. He's taking a deep shot. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
And I'm so interested to see how this young man responds, man. Like, he has been really good all game long. Put up some big numbers, but now it's prime time. It's a big moment. Can he step up in this spotlight, make a big drive, make a big play for his team to maybe go win this football game?
He'll take a deep shot here. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
Well, you know the defense felt freaked out on that one. Here in the fourth quarter, and you're lined up against one of the fastest players in all of college football, and they're taking a shot up top. You just hold on tight and hope for the best. At that time, they were able to force an incompletion.
Manning tries to pick it up on 3rd down. He wants a big play here late. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Looking for more room. And that pick will seal the game as the clock strikes 0.
I just love the aggressive nature of this defense and understanding, hey, David, we need one play and this game is over. One takeaway finishes it and they get it with the pick.
Yeah, and you do these situations all the time, right? You got the lead, the passing situations, you're playing the pass, and they play it beautifully, man. Drop back, great vision, break on the football, and they said, forget this. I'm into this game right now.
Guys, if you want to go strictly by the rankings, I guess this was an upset, but to my eyes, we saw 2 really good teams slug it out, and one of them came out on top.
Yeah, 2 really good teams, man. That's a reason why they're both ranked. They're both really good, and I tell you what, getting this win proves something to everyone else now. Like, I was ranked below this squad. You beat a team that's ranked above you. Now you start to climb up the charts, build some momentum. This squad's about to get some more respect, Palmer.
I think good teams find ways to win games, especially in a game like this. 2 ranked opponents, evenly matched. Who's going to be able to make the plays when it matters the most? You got to give this team credit. This is a big win. It's impressive, and now they get to move up the rankings.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis, saying goodbye, everybody. On the banks of Lake Washington, it's Husky Stadium. It's the Kansas State Wildcats and the Washington Huskies. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
The most beautiful views from the water on Lake Washington. Husky Stadium is something special. You can see the lake, the mountains. You can see it all from kickoff. This is one of the most glorious views in all of college sports. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. Kansas State about to kick off to get this game started. It'll take the return, try to get better field position. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. They'll start on the ground with Washington. Makes it past the marker. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. It's amazing how a play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you want it.
Motion from the wideout. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. That's just inexcusable. A delay of game penalty there, and now it is 2nd and a mile and a half. Got it behind the line. It's Williams. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down.
I love this defense's ability to fight off blocks and rally to the football. They do such a great job pursuing that wide receiver screen to only allow a minimal gain and no first down.
On 3rd down, here's Washington. He stopped at the 32-yard line, not enough for the first down. Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long.
Booster.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Williams to throw for it on 4th. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
Positive plays. That's all you're looking for here in the option game. Not everything is going to be a 70-yard touchdown run, obviously, but if you can pick up positive yardage like that and the quarterback makes good decisions, pitching it out when no one's accounting for the pitch, man, you'll take that all day long. They don't get the first down, but why would you stop running option after a play like that?
They got 0 push up front, and they stopped him in the backfield.
And this offense, I don't think this is going to be a surprise. I think the offense is going to stay on the field. You've already seen it once on this drive, and they've already been successful. You know how hard it is to defend when there's an extra down, and they do it over and over again? So I think this offense will continue to stay aggressive like they were on the last 4th down.
Drilled as he throws, and they stop him on 4th down with the heat.
And listen, I have no problem being aggressive on 4th down, but the consequences are that now you got to have your defense go bail you out. So you started the game trying to be aggressive. Well, defense, you got to get my back now.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Bought a little time, lets it go. It's complete to the right. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
takes the handoff. It's Jackson. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
The D thinking brings some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. Johnson looking to throw. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. He stopped short of the first down, but he gets it into plus territory on the scramble, and now decision time on 4th. We've reached the end of the first quarter, and it has been a defensive battle, and the stats tell the tale so far. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. Fourth down and 4 yards to go. The offense will try to get it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And it's batted away, and the 4th down play doesn't convert. They'll give up the football.
Man, that is just a great job on defense there on 4th down, making a play on the ball in the air. Everybody had their eyes on the quarterback, but having great timing, swatting the ball away and doing it cleanly. No PI. And as a result, that defense has earned a rest. They're coming off the field.
And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. He might want another play. Here's Williams to throw. Good timing on the quick out. He steps out of bounds at the 15-yard line. Big pickup on the ground, and they're rolling.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
The Huskies come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. So important to keep your concentration. Get off on the snap count, not before it. It's 1st and 15. Williams. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
You just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game, running or throwing it. In the second half, throwing it specifically, I think they need to find a better rhythm. They've got to find a way to get some completions strung together.
Now 2nd and 10. Williams will pass. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
Well, great job making the tackle there. Now setting up 3rd down in your own red zone. This is a stop you have to come up with. You want to give up field goals in this area of the field, not touchdowns.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Someone moved a little early, and the offense will go backward. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Still 3rd down, but more ground to cover after the flag. The offense changing the play. It's Williams again. Here comes the heat. Defense bringing the heat.
There's always such a fine line between playmaking and being reckless, right? Like right there, at some point that becomes reckless. And You take yourself out of scoring position where you guaranteed to possibly get 3 points. Now you're fighting a totally different battle.
Kick comes up a little short, and now he's thinking kick 6.
And I love that the field goal block unit was prepared. They had a guy back deep. They understood it was a long field goal. And, Jesse, how about making a play as a field goal kick team, basically a kickoff team, going and making a tackle?
Yeah, they were saying, we're not doing kick 6. This isn't Auburn, Alabama back in the day. And the big fellas up front, it's the offensive linemen that have to get out there and make a tackle. You're right, that was impressive.
Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31. The clock winds down to 2 minutes, and we will take a pause for the 2-minute timeout.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Johnson wants to throw it. Looking to the big tight end. Into double coverage, and he picked it off. Oh, he was hoping to make something out of that return, but they'll have it 1st down at the 39.
And that's another play for this offense that you're just left wanting more. Both these offenses, man, nobody's scoring any points. Palmer trying to execute a 2-minute drill, throwing the ball to the other team. That's not part of the 2-minute drill.
And I think we got to give the defenses credit because they have been dominant and physical, and they're creating takeaways. I know the offense has been sloppy, but on the other side of the ball, man, we are seeing 2 really good defenses go at it today.
Throwing, Williams. Swings it out to his running back. Trying to hit him with a quick game on 1st down, and nothing doing there. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Quarterback may change this route. Second down, he'll throw it. Wide open downfield. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They're down to the 20, 1st and 10. Running the red zone, it's Washington. Headed to the end zone. Runs it into the house. Touchdown, Huskies.
This is why you consistently run the football, a steady diet, because you can break the long touchdown runs. Nice job breaking through the line of scrimmage, outrunning the rest, getting in for the long touchdown.
And the extra point was good. Looks like he's going to bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. Johnson looking to throw. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And I thought it was a good job by the quarterback really seeing the drag route start to come across the field, and he puts the ball pretty much on the money. And you got to make that play. You got to make those catches to get this offense in a rhythm, to stay ahead of schedule. Those are ones he doesn't drop very often.
On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection. Complete downfield. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Trying to set up the screen. He's knocked out of bounds as he gets it across midfield and down to the 46.
Love the execution there in the screen. The running back shows pass protect, last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
Now he's going to break the pocket. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He is brought down, but man, what a job to find some running room and move the chains. Now the Wildcats call a timeout. It's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Looking downfield on first down. Got a man. It's Jackson. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
And, man, you got to love that from your corner. Willing to pull the trigger right away. Obviously, the running back slips out of the backfield. They throw him the football. But he doesn't waste any time. He doesn't hesitate, pulls the trigger, runs at him, makes the nice tackle, and gets the stop.
And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Wildcats!
Nice job putting the drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the first half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a staff that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for 2, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
And he's not going to take the touchback. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Motion from the wide receiver. Might be changing the route. Williams. Working that left side now. He'll be forced out of bounds right at the 30-yard line as they try to grind out some room.
Man, these in-breaking routes are so hard from these slot guys because you're so worried about them flying up the field vertically. Nice job sitting down, breaking in, finding a little hole, making a catch.
Williams looking for a man. Got it. They work their way to the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Washington stops the clock and uses its first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Looking to throw on first down. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. He picks up the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, at this stage of the game, the only person who can advance a fumble for the offense is the fumbler. Washington about to boot it deep to start things in the second half. And he's going to bring this one out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Winning first down is such a big deal on defense, like getting them into more predictable situations, more passing situations. Nice job not giving up a lot of run after contact on that first down.
He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Great heads-up awareness by the cornerback on that play. He saw the receiver get the ball. He shot downhill and made a nice tackle.
You can feel and hear the purple rain all the way across Lake Washington. Washington. Third down coming. Throws to the back. Makes the grab. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
I love running the angle route, whether it's on first down, second down, third down. It's a really good route. It's a safe route. Just takes a little bit of timing over the middle of the field. But, hey, again, getting it to a playmaker in space, always winning.
Kansas State has it with another 1st and 10. Johnson wants to throw it. Rushes on him. Had to throw it before he wanted. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls in.
All even here in the 3rd quarter as they get set to snap it on 2nd and 10. Wants to keep it in the air. Makes the catch. It's Jackson. Good pickup there as he gets the 1st down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
Yeah, great catch, but great read. I love the quarterback understanding. You're going to see the blitz. I'm going to get the ball to my running back quickly, let him get the 1st down. Nice job by the quarterback seeing that really fast.
Kansas State really has this drive rolling. On the move, it's Jackson. Here's a little room there. Touchdown, Wildcats. And with that one, they jump on top here in the 2nd half.
Well, on that run, he shows you why he's so dynamic. He's got all the tools in the toolbox to hit the home run, David, and they're going to stay patient with him. They know they're not going to score a touchdown every single time they give it to him, but he is that guy that can break the game wide open for this offense. Expect more from him.
Yeah, and then once you start giving it to him, you create that balance on offense. Then you can play action and suck those linebackers up. So it's only going to help this offense make it more two-dimensional as opposed to one. Get the running game going, and then it opens up the pass.
Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. Here comes the Washington offense to start this possession. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Here's Williams to throw. Makes the grab. It's Washington. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
Williams will pass. Finds his tight end. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down.
And that's a great job executing the drag route. You just bring the big fella across the formation, wait for him to come open. The quarterback does a good job seeing him, finds him in the hole, hits him. Perfect job.
Play action with Williams. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, and he drops it on the crossing route on 1st down. He knew that defense was bearing down on him. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. The option look. Quick toss. Maybe a crease. They bring him down. A big gain on the option, and they will challenge your ability to tackle in space. One big play can really flip the script of a drive. It's 1st and 10 from just outside the 30. Give to Washington again. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7.
And I go back to him again, too, man. I mean, just the big play, the play before, and they say, why not? Try it again, get it to their running back, try to create some space. Better job by the defense being gap sound, coming downhill, not letting him break tackles and make a big play.
Williams can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
And good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
Here we go. Ready. 5, 3, 2, 1, go.
Williams from the gun on third down. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And this safety is a ball hawk. He's a playmaker. Not only have we seen him get involved in the running game and make tackles playing downfield, but he plays the center field position as well as anybody in college football, and you saw it right there.
Looking for a crease. It's Jackson. Gain of 8 yards on the play. He's too short of the first down.
Well, we're not quite in the fourth quarter yet. We're almost there, but you're seeing the attitude shift now for this offense. They've got the lead, so they've got to be able to run the football. You're going to see a lot more of that, I think, as this game keeps going on. They're trying to wear this defense down when the game is almost over.
There he goes. At the 30. He's at the 10. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep. Guys, it's Kansas State who carries the lead into the quarter break. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor, both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. They'll run it. It's Jackson. Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time.
And the offense trying now to put this thing away. They're going to keep running the football to keep bleeding the clock. They've got the lead here late, now down by the goal line. Just take as many seconds off the clock as you can before snapping this football and keep running.
Clock continues to run, and they'll be happy to wind it all the way down before they... And he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas State.
You know, good teams just know how to close games out. And you're seeing that right now with this team, right? Their defense just had a massive takeaway. The offense able to capitalize on that with a touchdown, so they've padded their lead. And this just speaks to, I think, the experience in the locker room and also the playmakers they have. This game is starting to feel like a blowout.
Number 43, set to advance on the football.
Bringing it out. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot. And now let's see if they can pull this. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer, and they were able to get the sack.
He wants to change this route. Brown will throw it. Oh, they're after him. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on 4th down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
On 4th down, looking to pass. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. And the Huskies want to pick up the tempo.
Well, you got to give this quarterback a ton of credit because he showed tremendous confidence on that throw. That wasn't just trying to throw to the sticks. That was being aggressive and throwing it down the field. Not a high percentage throw, but he had confidence in his guy to win one-on-one, and they keep the drive alive.
Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. Washington coming to the line with another first down. Brown wants to pass. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover.
Got to give this defense a lot of credit because even down to the last seconds in this football game, we're seeing outstanding effort. QB taking a shot down the middle of the field. There's a defender swatting it away. They have had this quarterback's number all game long, and that's why they're winning this game.
They just keep firing. With the catch, it's Moss. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense. Coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown. But you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Back to pass on second down. Hines is back in the middle. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
And that's exactly what this defense needs to do. The clock is your friend. Try to keep them in bounds. No big plays, and let that clock just tick.
Might be calling a hot route. On third and long, he has to throw for it. This is caught for the late touchdown, so let's not put this one to bed just yet.
And that's step one. Great job by this offense getting in the end zone. Now you got to go get the stop. You got to get the football back. You got to find a way to do something to create a turnover, get an onside, to get the football back, to get back in this football game.
They'll move the wide receiver. Brown will throw it. And he's got it for the two-point conversion.
And it's more common to throw for the two-point conversion than it is to run anymore. So you practice these a lot. You can tell. Nice timing, nice rhythm, in sync, nice two-point conversion.
Moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Wildcats come out to get things going on offense. Okay, Justin, this is a little bit of a tight spot. You'd love to be aggressive enough to get the first down, but you've got to take care of the ball first.
No doubt. I was going to say, ball security is at a premium. You cannot turn the football over at this point. The defense has 3 timeouts left, David, so probably conservative play calling here. You're expecting them to try to run to ice this game.
Conservative, I know they're going to be aggressive, but I also know that one first down ends this football game.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. It's complete on the right side. Makes the catch and he's free. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. Timeout called by the Huskies. That's their second. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. Snap's going to come from the 23 on 1st and 10. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. He stopped behind the line of scrimmage. He reached into his bag for that move, and it didn't get him loose at all.
And that's exactly what I want from my offense. Like, listen, they're out of timeouts. I want this clock to tick. Now, we have seen some college coaches across college football continue to run the football and also give up the football and give a gift to the other team. This one's over if I just take a knee.
Kansas State just trying to finish the deal and run out the clock. Keeps looking downfield. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the fourth.
You know, for this quarterback late in the game, you just need to have a better concept of the situation. Can't take sacks at this juncture. And I know that the play gets thrown off, the timing's off, and you're forced to roll out. But if nobody's open, either run the ball, get what you can, get out of bounds, or throw that thing away. Can't take negative plays at this point.
And the quarterback takes the snap and kneels down. With yet another unranked team taking down a ranked opponent, does a portal help level this out a little bit where it's really difficult to know which team should be ranked in the first place?
I think the portal certainly helps. At the end of the day, though, they just wanted it more today, and that win is going to help recruiting. It's going to help their confidence moving forward. I know this, David. Every team on the rest of their schedule, they're now taking account and notice of this team.
And I completely agree. Like, you start to build momentum, and then momentum helps you find more guys in the portal and helps high school recruiting. So, big ranked win today. And hey, who knows? Maybe this gets them in the rankings in the near future.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse. Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. It's the Washington Huskies and the Alabama Crimson Tide. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to our friend Holly Rowe on the sideline.
Guys, when I walk out onto the grass here at Saban Field, this is one of the most iconic places in all of college sports. When Bryant-Denny is good, it's one of the most dynamic home field crowds. They are so excited to welcome back their Crimson Tide, and they are really loud early in this pregame. I'll keep you posted on how loud, how crazy, and how frenetic it gets here for the Crimson Tide. Reese?
Thanks, Holly. Washington will kick off as this one gets started. Fielded in the end zone. It's Scott. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Austin Mack. Here's a heat. Got him downfield. Breaks into the open. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down. After the big play to start, now they are on the move at their own 45.
Ready. Red 18. Red 18. Shift.
They'll go play action with Mack. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it, and what a missed opportunity early in this football game.
Quarterback could not have walked that ball and placed it into the hands of his receiver any better. That was a perfect throw. Wide out, deep downfield. You got to finish the play.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hill. Third and 6 yards to go.
Move.
Keelan Russell. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Not the way you want to start your first drive, and the defense forces a turnover. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Quarterback making checks. They'll give it to Washington. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Looking to pick up a first down on 3rd and short from the 43. On the option. Now the pitch. And they just didn't get anybody on that defense out of position, and they will lose yardage on that one. Fourth down, Williams. Looking down the middle. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Might have a chance. What a play he made. Makes the interception, then takes it back to the 36.
Really early in this game, you're seeing the ball hawks on both sides of the ball. Interception on the first drive of the game, and now they come out, and this defense gets a pick in return. There are a lot of dudes in the back end with speed and with the ability to close. What a phenomenal play by that young man just now to get the ball back to his offense.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Squeezes out a couple of yards down to the 32. Things look great with that field position a few plays ago, but now it's 3rd and 6. Throwing Russell. Lets it fly deep downfield. And it's incomplete as he was trying to make the play in the back corner of the end zone.
Good awareness by the defense. In this situation on the field, you know there's coordinators that like to try to take shots deep down the field and catch you napping, but the defense was ready for that one.
It's 4th down and 6, and they'll try to convert. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield.
Well, this quarterback has a ton of confidence in his wide receivers to win one-on-one. You're not going to get a bigger opportunity to prove that than on that 4th down. That was a throw vertically down the field. Not an easy one to complete. He just knew where his guy was going to be and when. Stuck it right on him and to keep the drive alive.
No room to run, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and goal.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
Pressure coming. Touchdown, Bama! The short hands in the end zone, and he has 6.
And a lot of times when you get down here in the red zone, man, it's players, not plays. Finding your individual matchups that you feel very confident in. And I'm not surprised they went to their go-to wide receiver. And I'm also not surprised that he won on the outside and got the touchdown.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one.
Yeah, and you see some people get upset with offsides in the defense. I call it the cost of doing business. It's just part of being great off the football. Sometimes you'll guess, and sometimes you'll be wrong. The first one is always on me, Coach, and then the second one, usually he takes me out the game.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Turning it on. Picks up the first down. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield. So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second. They've got a first down here to open the period. Play fake, Williams. Steps away. Rolling right and going deep. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again.
Red 18. Red 18. Move.
Russell. Throws to the wideout. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down. It would have been a high-level play, but it's a play this quarterback expects to be able to make when he has a guy open.
Man, these quarterbacks start practicing and doing 7-on-7 and having quarterback coaches when they're like 7 years old, 8, 9 years old now. So even when they don't have wide-open wide receivers, you still expect them to fit that ball in there and make it happen.
To the air, it's Russell. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. He'll try to take it back. He's inside the 40. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
And we know turnover margin is a huge part of winning ball games. Interception number 2. This quarterback has to do a better job taking care of the football. Don't force it. Take the high completion percentage stuff. Don't always try to go for the big play.
Husky Stadium. It's the Alabama Crimson Tide and the Washington Huskies. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
Guys, Coach DeBoer told me pregame he is concerned going to an environment like this, one of the best crowds in all of college football. They make it loud and frenetic. He has talked to his quarterback and his center about having a high level of communication here on the road. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. Alabama about to kick off to get this game underway. Looks like he's going to bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The give on the inside. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
How about that defense in the backfield, nowhere to go right away. You could tell they were playing the run game all the way, and they got in the backfield and got the tackle for a loss.
Throwing, Williams. Pocket breaking down. What a complete disaster. What a terrible decision to run that far backwards and take the safety.
And that is how you set the tone as a defense. On the first drive of the game, you're not just getting a 3 and out. You're not even just getting a turnover, but you actually score points with a safety to open this thing up.
Offense in a bunch formation. Looking to throw, it's Russell. Makes the catch. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
And offensively, I love running these drag routes. I mean, these are the routes that, whether it's zone, whether it's man, they're so successful. It's just about seeing what the defense is doing and getting it to him in open space. Nice job. The wide receiver has.
And the ball is out. Who's going to get it?
That ball carrier is very lucky. That easily could have ended up in the hands of the defense. You have got to do a better job with ball security.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. They go right back to him. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you could turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
3rd and 6 yards to go. Keelan Russell. Firing to the right, complete. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28. What a nice job to get through your progressions and find your man open on the drag.
And you can't do that without good protection up front by the offensive line, giving you a little bit of time. And you're right, the QB had time, saw the matchups, finally saw that drag come open, completes the strike, gets the first down.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
They go play action with Russell. Unloads to the wideout. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
Ooh, there's an example, Jesse, of a receiver making his quarterback look bad. Most of the time, they make it look good and cover up for him. All those balls y'all don't throw online, but oof, that would hit him in a pretty good spot. He needs to come down with that one.
Going to try to get it himself. There he goes. Quarterback slides, and that is a punch to the gut to any defense to let a quarterback get out and move the sticks there. The Tide with the 1st and 10. Throwing Russell. Using his feet to buy time. Oh, he makes the catch. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Running inside, it's Hill. Tripped up for the tackle. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. They'll try to power their way ahead. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. They'll try to get it in with the run. Stopped in his tracks, and they'll have to try it again.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
These fans raising the volume on 2nd and goal. Slams ahead. And he's in. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
And now they'll empty the backfield for the two-point try. They'll move the tight end. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. These two-point conversions are tricky enough. You don't want to add to the degree of difficulty by backing up 5. And perhaps a slightly more difficult attempt from the 8. And the kick is good, but there is a penalty flag because he paid for making that kick. I think they're going to get him for roughing the kicker. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty.
Number 31, set to kick it off.
This will not be returnable as it sails out of the back of the end zone. Williams escapes the pressure to his right. Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds.
Man, it's nice to have a quarterback that just does that, man. Just effortlessly picks up chunks of yards and then smartly gets out of bounds. But this whole offense, man, everybody's a threat. Anybody can take the football and make big plays. And when you got a quarterback with that much athletic ability, it's an absolute nightmare for defenses.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. To the ground, he's got it again. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Williams looking for a man. He rifles one deep down the right side. They make the stop, but not before he wraps up this first period with a huge gain. We've reached a break, and Alabama has the lead. Let's take a peek at the numbers so far. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field.
Here we go. Ready.
Williams on the play fake. Looking to scramble. He'll try to do it himself. He'll be out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 24.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I'll tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
Here's a give to Washington. Nowhere to go. Same song, second verse, as this defense is ready for this guy.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
On third down, here's Washington. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. They'll give it to Washington. Came through like a shot and knocked. For a loss of 5.
And a lot of times the fit up front, linebackers are fitting holes and that ball bounces and it's supposed to go somewhere. And sometimes it goes to a DB and the offense will get a W. Like they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
Did a speed bump on that last play. Now work to do on 2nd and 15. Play action with Williams. Fires downfield. Caught, and he will score! Touchdown, Husky! The AT unit on the field. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. And they close the deal with a 20-yard pass for 6. He'll bring it out. It's Rodgers. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Russell on play action. Buying some time as he moves left. He holds it in and nobody's close. There he goes down the right side. Touchdown tie. He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him.
Well, they worked the play action, and he had his guy outside one-on-one on the go route, and there was no question who was going to be getting the football on this one. Phenomenal job stacking the defender on the route. He gets in behind him, able to make the catch way down the field, and then run it in for the touchdown.
Lining up to add another. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. So see quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. And he takes this from inside the 5. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. They'll start on the ground with Washington. Maybe a pickup of 2, and they'll stop him right there. And that takes us to the 2-minute timeout. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Wants to adjust the pattern. Give to the running back. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. Looking for that first down on 30 short from the 28. Here's Williams to throw. It's complete along the sidelines. It's a catch inbounds, and it's a first down.
And it's tough on the defense there. Third down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
Play fake, Williams. He'll take the deep shot. Goes high to pull it in. Oh, there were a few steps there. He was thinking touchdown, but they finally get him down after the big pickup at the 25. Big play offense, and it has them threatening now. 1st and 10 from the 25. He leaves it with his back. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Williams. He's got him. He'll get it all the way down to the 8-yard line, and the defense is feeling the heat. How about the mix of play calls on this drive? 3 runs, 3 passes, and now they're in business.
And just keeping the defense completely off balance. When you think it's a run, it's a pass. When you think it's a pass, it's a run. Nice job by this offense, going right down the field in 6 plays, and now set up for 1st and goal.
Washington stops the clock and uses its first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Washington comes to the line with a 1st and goal. Making side adjustments here. Williams will pass. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much.
You simply don't see that very often. A quarterback of this guy's caliber missing a guy wide open in the end zone. He makes those throws in his sleep.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Throwing, Williams. Here's the pressure. And it's a sack. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Now on 3rd and goal, and that earlier sack left them with more ground to cover. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Moving out to the right. Couldn't find anybody open, just threw it away, and that's a smart move. You want to avoid the turnover, especially in the red zone. It'll be 4th down. Final seconds of the first half, and they'll try to put up 3. Absolutely perfect. It's now a 1-possession game, 16-10. Washington ready to kick off to start this second half. Fielded in the end zone, it's Rodgers. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Alabama offense coming onto the field. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game.
Oh, he's got some space.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. They get him stopped at the 26, but that'll be enough for this offense to go to work on first down. Last completion moves the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball. Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. To the air, it's Russell. Throws to the tight end. He's got an open man. Oh, a lot of space. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Man, this is why you see tight ends featured in offenses now across college football. They're so pivotal because they're so big, so strong, can break tackles, and then can outrun people and get to the end zone. Big play by the big fella.
My philosophy on going for 2 is only when you have to. Wide receiver going in motion. Trying to run it in. He's into the end zone for the 2 and extends the lead.
Man, you see a lot of rollouts, a lot of passing for two-point conversions. How about that, man? Just a little hard-nosed, running the football, being more physical for the two-point conversion.
And he's not going to take the touchback. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. The Huskies offense out there and ready to go. So this second half didn't exactly start the way they had hoped on defense, and now the offense will try to answer with a score of its own. Williams on the play fake. Quarterback on the move, still looking. And it'll be incomplete. He got on the move trying to make something happen, but just couldn't find a man.
And he finally missed one, right? I mean, he's been pretty hot, right? 5 passes in a row. He's been moving the ball around, different platforms, different receivers. Just done a really good job spreading the ball around, and he's human. He finally missed.
Trying play action. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
Well, this offense keeps giving up sacks, and they keep finding themselves in situations like this, 3rd and long right now. They don't have many points in this game, and this is a big reason why. It's hard to score if you don't keep the 3rd downs manageable. So moving forward, whether it's running the football on 1st and 2nd or throwing short passes earlier in the drives, they've got to change things up because taking sacks like this is killing this offense.
Lined up in the gun, Williams on 3rd down. Fires to the middle. It's caught downfield. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
Now, fourth down.
Tries to get it on the ground. Still on his feet at the 40. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
Well, that's about as risky as he can get as a head coach. Early in the game, fourth down, deep in your own end, and you go for it? Nice job, offense.
The Huskies will line it up on 1st and 10. Quarterback making adjustments. Williams. Under fire. He'll pull it down. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39.
Well, for this defense now, being good against the pass is not just going to be in the back end covering people. It's going to be trying to contain this guy at the quarterback position. He is lethal, especially when things go off script. And you saw it on that one. First down, they dial up the pass play, but you're not able to get him on the ground. And now they've gotten another first down.
Forced out of the pocket. Throws for the tight end. And he was looking over the middle and couldn't make the connection.
Well, I did not have this in my bingo card, guys, but being one of the most talented quarterbacks in college football, to be under 50% completions in this game, nobody saw that coming. He has not been able to find his rhythm, and he looks frustrated.
Freeze, freeze! Look, look, look! Where did he go?
Here's Williams to throw. Lets it fly. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down.
And this offense continues to struggle to get this guy the football. He's one of their best players. Coming into this game, they knew he was a big key, but they just haven't been able to link up. They try another shot down the field to no avail. That's a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard.
He's got it. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19. And the Huskies come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Wide receiver comes in motion.
Hey, move! Shift! Jet! Hey, 22, go!
Goes to the option. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Out of the gun, the inside give. And they make the tackle, but it'll be enough for a first down, and we'll see if they get another playoff here in the 3rd. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Movement on the offense, and they'll lose 5 yards on the penalty. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And, guys, everybody needs to be on the same page. Those false starts in this part of the field, crushers. 2nd and goal. Williams lets it fly. Throw to the end zone. It's picked off. Powers through. They drag him down at the 34-yard line, and they said they wanted to force mistakes, and they did just that.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the fourth quarter, everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play?
And the ball is free on the pitch. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
It's a big mountain to climb, but the defense helping themselves out by getting that takeaway. They're going to need a few scores now, but you needed something positive to happen. You needed the momentum to shift, and I think the defense just did that by getting the takeaway.
Play action with Williams. Fires deep toward the end zone. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the fourth quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
Throwing, Williams. They're working that left side.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. And you're going to win this game.
Bring in the heat. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. Williams to the air again. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
Obviously, they fail on that fourth down, but because there's still time on the clock, this game's not over. Who on defense right now can step up and make a big play and get the ball back to the offense?
And he swallowed up immediately, stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, we've got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football, and we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely. Let's use those timeouts, save as much clock as we can so our offense has some time on the clock to do some damage when they get the football back.
Washington stops the clock and uses its first timeout. And he still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Can you even imagine trying to operate in the midst of this purple rain on third down? He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Alabama pushing the tempo.
And they haven't called his number a lot today, but, man, they needed that third down.
And that ball is live in the backfield. Oh, and he's able to get the ball back, but he does lose yardage on the play.
Ooh, definitely dodged a bullet there. Listen, the quarterbacks don't run with the football all the time in practice, and they're not used to all that contact sometimes. Have a tendency to cough it up a little bit. A bad play because he coughed it up? Could have been worse, though. Good thing he landed on it.
And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. So they'll use a timeout here. 1 more remaining, and, of course, the 2-minute stoppage coming up as well.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for a loss.
Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. They'll use a timeout on defense here. That's their final one. The clock stops just once more at the 2-minute mark. They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. He's going to run it. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
Well, he's showing you all the tools in the toolbox now. We saw earlier in the game his ability throwing the football, and now you're getting to see it with him running, too. This guy is the definition of a dual-threat quarterback, and right now, this defense has no answer for him.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now, but we'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10. Keelan Russell under fire. Incomplete, and very lucky that one wasn't picked off. And man, can they have used that? It'll be 2nd down.
That play call is going to force a lot of people to scratch their heads because you've got the lead late. Why aren't you just running the ball? When you throw, you risk having interceptions like that right there. That should have been picked.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. The run inside. It's Riley. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. 3rd and short, coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. It's a fumble. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
And ball security is job security. You give the ball to your running back. You give the ball to your playmaker. You expect him to take care of the football, especially in the situations. All we're trying to do is run clock. Get that thing. Get out of here. We got the lead by 2 possessions. Try to find a way not to do what we just did. That's a horrible turnover there.
Here's a throw downfield late. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
And a lot of times football, man, it's just about confidence and feeling good and getting in a rhythm. That's not what this offense has done all day. And now in a moment where you need it, you got to put it together. Where do they go? Like, who is their go-to guy? What is their go-to play? They've struggled all day, but you can erase all of that with one drive right here.
Takes a hit as he fires. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
Time is not on their side right now. They can't afford too many more incompletions like that. They need to come up with some connections, and they've got to score points. They've got to get this passing game going now.
Third down from the gun, Williams. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They get him out of bounds, couple yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling.
Hey, you know, the defense here in this situation with a huge lead, they've got to anticipate that this offense is going to be trying to throw the ball to the sideline, so they've got to work different coverages to try to force the quarterback to go over the middle of the field with the football.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. The offense lining up for a 1st down play. Gets the back moving. Williams. Looking to the big tight end. Fires it incomplete.
It's been tough for this QB in this one. Very small windows to throw into, and he's been under some duress as well. It's hard to find a rhythm as a QB in those types of situations, and that's why it appears as though his team's going to be leaving here with an L.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. It's Williams again. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about.
Well, this offense has a ton of work left ahead of them here in this 2-minute situation late in the game, but the drive off to a good start. You get the 1st down, you get out of bounds, you work in the perimeter of the field. That is exactly what you want to do.
Williams looking for a man. He's got it on the move. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, we've got a chance at a finish.
If we had any chance to make this happen, we had to score with a little bit of time on the clock. Now we need a miracle. Now we need to kick the onside, get an onside kick, and somehow, some way, make a big play.
And the extra point is good as they close to within a touchdown, 24-17. A 70-yard touchdown drive, and finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch.
And you're just waiting for that right bounce, that right skip for that ball to get 10 yards to try to make something happen and make a miracle come to fruition. And Palmer, it's not going to happen. The defense's hands team, they were ready, they were dialed in, and they get the football back.
Yeah, they fall on that one, David, and they can breathe a little bit easier now. But let's be honest, I mean, in college football, we've seen crazier things happen in these types of situations. The ball takes a crazy bounce. There's always a chance. You got to give the receiving team there a lot of credit. The hands team gets it done, and they win the game.
How much fun was that one? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those two teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off. Like, there wasn't a lot of difference between these two squads. We could watch these every week. Love calling these games because they're competitive. Great talent on the field. Palmer, unfortunately, somebody had to lose.
Yeah, and the higher-ranked team was ranked higher for a reason. At the end of the day, when it came down to it, they made the biggest plays in the most critical moments. Both of these teams have tremendous playmakers, and they're both going to make a lot of noise late in the college football season, but give the higher-ranked team tons of credit. They earned this one.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. 4 days.